empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Hello people, Ansari here, and today we're going to learn how to do a handstand. Handstand is a combination of strength, flexibility and balance. You don't require that level of strength and flexibility, but you do require the balance. Balance is the most important factor over here. You just have to have basic strength and flexibility so that you're able to lift your own weight without any shoulder or wrist injury. And another thing which we are going to later look at in this video is overcoming your fear. The fear of falling. So in this video I'm going to explain you everything. Strength, balance, technique, progressions, and of course overcoming your fear. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing we'll be working on is strength. You just have to have some basic strength, not some kind of superhuman strength. You should be at least strong enough to lift your own body weight. Do some push-ups and some plank exercises to gain that shoulder strength. But in my opinion, pike push-up would be the best to develop your shoulder strength, since it's a lot similar to handstand. Alright, so now let's move on to our second step, which is stretches and flexibility. You gotta always stretch before you attempt handstand. I believe flexibility makes it easier to do a handstand with better control over your body. Most importantly, you have to make sure your wrist and shoulders are totally flexible. So always warm up your shoulders and wrist properly. So these were two little points. Now our third point is the most important point over here. Balance, the technique to handstand. So here's the technique to handstand. Placement of hands should be shoulder width apart. Fingers open and slightly bent so that you can maintain yourself straight and avoid falling the other side. Slowly kicking with the dominant leg and not trying to do a cartwheel. Relax neck and breathe normally. Don't stop your breath. Elbow pits always facing forward. So these are the things you should do and avoid in order to do a proper handstand. So now let's move on to our next step, which is progressions. The number one thing to progress handstand is, guess what? Wall supported handstand. I mean, this is the best way to start learning handstand. So find a wall and start it with a kick. Keep both the legs apart from each other and kick from your one leg and try gaining the support from the other one. Once you get it to the wall, keep your both legs on the wall and maintain a straight posture. Hold this for a few seconds and practice this hold. So our next progression is pike freeze. This will strengthen your shoulder and you will get used to the upper body posture. It will help you make your upper body better and make your balance better. Partner support. You can take support of your friend or anyone so that you don't fall the other side. Your partner is just gonna hold your upper leg with light support and you have to kick with the other leg and try maintaining the balance. But make sure you choose a trustworthy friend. So next progression is called walk back. Like I've told you, if you fall from the back side, use your fingers to maintain the balance. But what if you're going to fall from the front side? So this way, try to walk back with your hands. This is a way to prevent falling and help you maintaining the handstand for longer duration. I remember doing this tons of times, but you shouldn't always do it. Do it only when you lose the balance. So our next progression is wall handstand, facing the wall. So this progression will help you maintain a straight posture with your hip, with your legs and with your shoulder. So guys, that was the last progression, and now we're gonna move on to the next thing, which is overcoming your fear, the fear of falling. So this is one of the major problems because of why people are not able to do handstand, or they don't even want to try attempt doing a handstand because they have the fear of falling backwards. So to be able to overcome fear, you must face it and find a solution. So solution here is simple. Just do a cartwheel in slow motion. Get used to the cartwheel. Whenever you're doing a handstand and feel like falling, just turn and land on your feet just like you do a cartwheel. This thing had made me overcome my fear of falling and made me push to my limits. So when you attempt a handstand, just make sure that you keep your balance on your one side, either on left or right, whichever you're perfect with. And one thing I would definitely recommend you is, when you're starting out to just learn handstand, try it on a softer surface just like sponge or bed, or even sand would work. Next thing you can do is you can just tug your neck in and roll over. That's it. And one more thing I would like to tell you is, you can learn handstand within 30 days if you put the proper time and technique in practicing handstand every day. Thanks for watching the video guys, I hope it was helpful. If yes, then give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Till then, keep smiling and I'll see you in my next video.